Hey everybody, I'm here with a quick video on Gizelle Byrant, Robyn Dixon, and Eminem, the rapper, okay, actor. I mean, he has so many accolades behind his name at this point. Well, they're in a war right now, right? A legal battle. And the legal battle is over Gizelle and Robyn's podcast name, Reasonably Shady. And, Eminem, when they went to go trademark the name, Eminem said, hold up, stop. He blocked it. He's like, wait a minute, it's too close to my brand and the names I have for my brand that I built up over decades. And he said, I don't want people to remotely even think that I'm connected to them, that I endorse them, and that I am any part of their podcast. And Gizelle and Robyn said, I doubt that people will get confused. And I will say this too. I really personally doubt that people would get confused. But see, that's why they had trademarks, because it's not about what you think, it's about what the patent and trademark office can say. So if I see that somebody has, and I'm not saying that Gizelle and Robyn did this, but if I see somebody has a donut shop, and I also make donuts. And let's just say the name of their business is chocolate donuts. Okay. I'm just trying to make it easy. And I'm like, wow, they successful. They always got lines around the block. And maybe, I'm thinking, well, I make donuts too. And I feel like my donuts taste better than theirs, but nobody's coming to my shop, but they going to theirs and they know their donuts in their shop. Maybe I decide I'm going to name my business a chocolate blue donut shop or something like that. And chocolate shop would be like, wait, hold on, wait a minute. What Diva over there doing? That's our name. She can't do that. That's why they have the patent and trademark office. That's why you would be smart if ahead of time, before you even start your business or your podcast or whatever it is you're going to do, you try to trademark the name that you think you're going to use and check it out and make sure that it is free and you can use it before you start a whole podcast and then find out you got to change the name of your podcast because that name was already taken. So, Gizelle and Robyn did this a little backwards. I thought the name, and I still think the name is just a really good name, Reasonably Shady. Okay. But if it's taken and you can't use it, then you can't use it. So right now, they lost the battle in this war against Eminem. They wanted him physically to appear at the deposition hearing. And he's like, no, one, I don't have time to appear. Two, I don't really know all the legal details, but my business partner does. And my business partner will be there in my place. And the judge said, you know what? We agreed. That's fine. You don't have to physically show up. See, at this point, Gizelle and Robyn are wasting a lot of money. And I don't know how many subscribers they have for their podcast, but I think they should figure out a way to just change the name because right now they're paying lawyers. And this battle has been going on for a while now. They're paying lawyers. They have to make appearances in court. They have to keep answering paperwork. I personally would let it go. And I would do a Google search or I would do, a name holding event on my show. One of their podcasts should be, listen, guys, we're probably going to have to change the name of our podcast. Give us some good names. Because listen, the people in the streets, they be coming up with some good stuff. They smart. Yeah, listen, my subscribers came up and said, Diva, you always talking about a train, like choo choo, like a train. And they was like, you should call your subbies the passengers. And I said, ooh, I like that, right? So the people in the streets will come up with a good name for them, and they should just go to the streets and get a new name and let this lawsuit go and let Eminem have his trademark name back, okay? So let's get into this story. So Eminem shuts down Real Housewives of Potomac star Gizelle and Robyn over deposition in shady fight. Okay, Eminem scored a huge win in the ongoing fight with Real Housewives of Potomac stars Gizelle Byrant and Robyn Dixon. In Touch can exclusively report. The rapper, real name Marshall Mathers, 51, is fighting Gizelle, 53, and Robyn, 45, over their effort to trademark the name of their podcast, Reasonably Shady. And on my level, YouTube, you could probably just go ahead and start your channel and then trademark later. But for them, because they already had a big platform from Real Housewives of Potomac, they should have trademarked first and then started their podcast. But you know what? Shame on them. They're learning the hard way the price of business when you don't have the right people on your team to tell you, nope, this is the order in which you should do things before you do it. Excuse me. So Gizelle and Robyn filed an application with the United States Patent and Trademark Office Board. They asked for the permission to use Reasonably Shady to sell various products. Eminem quickly filed an opposition to the application. He claimed he spent decades, and he did, building up the Shady brand. The rapper owns the trademark Slim Shady, Shady, and Shady Limited. He said if Robyn and Gizelle were allowed to use the name, it would make it appear he had endorsed their project and product in some way. That I don't know, but listen, it's not my trademark. It's not my fight. So I can be very laid back about it. But if you know how much it takes to build a brand, and somebody's trying to come at that brand in some type of way, you would not be so easy to say that let it go either. So Robyn and Gizelle's mark, Reasonably Shady, simply looks and sounds like shady and suggests that it represents the services of matters. Eminem team argued. Eminem's attorney added, Reasonably Shady so resembles opposes Mark Slim Shady, Shady in the Mark Shady Limited in terms of appearance, sound, and commercial impression as to be likely when applied to Robyn and Gizelle's goods to cause confusion and make a mistake and to deceive. So I get it, maybe just if it was just a podcast, but now they're trying to sell some products. And they're saying that nah, it just looks too much close like his brand if you try to sell stuff, and we don't want that. Robyn and Gizelle denied Eminem's claims that people would believe he had any association with their businesses. They asked the United States Patent and Trademark Office to force Eminem to sit for a deposition. Eminem argued he should not have to personally appear. He said his longtime manager, Paul Rosenberg, had far better understanding of the documents, marketing, and advertising than him on the matter. Rosenberg has worked with matters in connection with his career continuously since 1997 and well before his hit album, The Slim Shady LP, was first released in 1999. Eminem's lawyer wrote, Gizelle and Robyn disagreed. They argue Eminem should appear along with Paul, given they both appeared for a deposition. So Robyn and Gizelle said we both were there. Eminem and Paul should be there. And the judge was like, nah, Paul could just go. As an assertion of Mr. Matters being too busy will not be enough to avoid having to sit for a deposition, the Reality Star lawyer said, as Robyn and Gizelle, both celebrities in their own right, have provided the courtesy of sitting for deposition for Eminem, it is not overly burdensome for Eminem to extend the same courtesy for his obligation. Following an intense back and forth, the United States Patent and Trademark Office Board ruled Gizelle and Robyn can depose Eminem's manager, but not the rapper. So they lost that battle. The board noted Eminem turned over 2,500 pages of requested documents to the Reality Stars. The order said Robyn and Gizelle have significantly demonstrated the need to take the deposition of a witness in order to respond to opposer's summary judgment motion. The United States Patent and Trademark Office board said Gizelle and Robyn failed to demonstrate that Eminem's deposition, rather that or in addition to Mr. Rosenberg's deposition, is needed to respond to the summary judgment motion, particularly given Mr. Rosenberg, not Eminem, provided the declaration supporting the motion. Gizelle and Robyn will have 30 days to notice, take incomplete Paul's deposition. The case is ongoing. And listen, this is cash on top of cash on top of cash to fight this. And their business, their podcast hasn't been, out there long enough that I don't think it would be a big deal for them to just change the name and save some money. To me, they're fighting a fight that doesn't need to be fought, but that is me. And I also feel like they should have really looked into the name before they started to use it. Anyway, guys, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. Don't forget, guys, hit the like button. Let me know your thoughts on this situation. Do you think like I do? Just give up the name. Just give up the name. come up with a new name, have your subscribers help you out. Matter of fact, do a name contest, right? Whoever comes up with the best name and y'all actually end up using it, they get a prize. I don't know, but do something. Anyway, guys, chat with me. I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.